Evasive maneuvers in vehicles have been used by professional drivers for many years. It has been used in the military, police force, and many others. In this video, I'm going to be covering some basic driving skills, car care, and lastly, some of these high-skill driving tactics. Obviously, before you perform any of these, you must know how to drive first. While it is easy to learn, it is difficult to master and actually know how to do very well. Here is what you'll find in your vehicle. This is obviously your steering wheel. This is what you'll use to control the car. Below are your brake pedal. This is what's used to stop and slow the car. The gas pedal, what you use to accelerate. And then the third pedal, which either is a clutch or a footrest. The clutch is what connects the transmission and the engine. Obviously, this is an automatic transmission, so this will not have it. However, some vehicles will have a 5 or 6 speed. To start the vehicle, either press the button in most new cars, or insert the key into the ignition and turn while either pressing the brake or the clutch in the brake. Once you begin driving, be careful when accelerating and decelerating. Accelerating too quickly or giving it too much force will put excess wear on the engine and could possibly get you out of control. To safely brake, slowly put your foot on the pedal. Once you're almost stopped, slowly bring your foot slightly off the pedal, but still braking. Once you're clear, you can move your foot over to the accelerator and then slowly start to accelerate to start the car again. PennDOT research has shown that slowly pressing in the brake while also slowly applying more pressure to the brake is the best and most efficient way to stop your car. Many vehicles also come with an ABS system. This is mostly found in newer cars that prevent tire slippage when braking at high force. The video above shows a great example of what ABS is like. However, if your vehicle does not have ABS and you brake with force, your car will slip. Something common that may happen while driving is oversteer and understeer. Understeer is what happens when your car has too much power, and oversteer is what happens when your car has too little power. In this video, the Miata easily goes through this turn because they slowed in the right position and accelerated in the right places. However, if they approach with way too much speed and continue with this speed while going through the turn, they quickly lose control. This is not what we want. It is important to slow down while you are approaching the curve, and then as you go through, slowly accelerate as you are exiting. This is how you do this safely, yet efficiently. It is important to do this in order not to run off the road and to avoid accident. Now that you are acquainted with driving, it is important to pick out a good vehicle. Picking something that is not only fuel efficient, but is also safe, low maintenance, and affordable. Let's take a look at some vehicles and pick out some of the best options for what we could use in a survival situation. Let's look at this car. The Subaru Legacy. It is very safe and affordable. However, because of its age, it can be very high maintenance. This is good, but not great. This is a Porsche. While it is safe, pretty nice looking, and has a lot of horsepower to it, it is not exactly what we're looking for in efficiency and reliability. Just looking at this car makes it burn fuel. Absolutely not. Now that we know what and what not to look for, we must make a decision. Our previous options did not work. How about this one? One good car that can be seen is the Subaru Forester. This is what's in the video now. This car is safe, fuel efficient, reliable, and affordable. While I will not be using this car for other demonstrations, this car is a very good example of what to look for. Also, something important to note is that you do not want to put yourself into direct danger. It is important that you are aware of your surroundings, and you must look for cars, buildings, people, or anything else that may get in your way. An example above shows reckless behavior. This is something that you do not want to perform. There is also a common misconception about a vehicle's handling. This misconception is the fact that if your vehicle is sliding, you are going to go out of control. Many race car drivers use this to their advantage, especially in rally and drifting. While you should not deliberately start a drift, PennDOT has shown that if you take your foot off of the gas pedal slowly while also slowly turning in the direction opposite of which you are sliding, that you will quickly go back into control of what you were originally doing. Something else that's important to note is that you should not be putting any excess wear on your vehicle. While you should avoid doing things such as braking quickly, purposely making your car slip, accelerating with great force, or putting excess wear on your transmission, they may have to happen when doing some of these expert maneuvers. Now that we've covered some basic driving skills, let's move on to one professional driving tactic used in a lot of emergency situations, along with another tip that will keep you and others safe. The first thing that we will be covering is the J-turn. This is where you reverse, turn, and then drive off, all in one swift motion quickly. As you can see in this video, all you have to do is stop, put the car into reverse, turn the opposite of which you want to swing, put the clutch in, and shift to driver first. This move is often used by military and safety personnel in multiple different situations. This maneuver is easier said than done, so if you are planning on doing this, it is important that you not only practice, but also do it in a safe and controlled environment. If in a situation where a J-turn must be done, it is important that you observe your surroundings. Ideally, you would want a road that is wide and low populated, along with your surroundings being clear and safe in order to do this move. Another thing that you can do to ensure your survival is track your surroundings. This is often done by military personnel and sometimes safety personnel. They will often create a map and mark any places that may be dangerous to drive through, or where a person could easily be harmed. However, it is still important for a person who is regularly driving to understand their area as well. In the video above, you can see the person quickly drive through this course. This is because they're familiar with the area, how their car responds, and their own responsiveness in specific conditions. It is important to know this to prevent crash and damage to the vehicle or yourself. In this video, you can see how the person does not understand their surroundings and how they quickly try and go over everything. This is what you want to avoid happening. While these high-speed skills should be done by professionals only while in a controlled environment, the practical skills taught at the start of the video can be used by any driver. It can also be important to have at least a small concept on how to do these things in case of emergency. The reason I chose this topic is because I feel that it goes along with the situation of the apocalypse that I came up with. I believe it's important to have some basic driving skills just to get from point A to point B efficiently and safely, but also to get out of bad situations. That is also why I chose the two tactics that I did. The J-turn efficiently helps you turn around 180 degrees, and taking note of some bad areas or signs of danger can also help somebody in an apocalypse.